And I'm sitting here like, yo, like me and you have been in the game tour for a minute now, and we know Preem. We're friends with Preem. Like that's one of the things that makes him the greatest. Besides his skills, his character, his humility. That to me is the goat. The way he walks and carries himself and treats people just like regular, opposed to some young kids that have like no fucking classics and they got the ego and
Right.
it's like, yo, like get
It's
that out,
crazy. It's
get
crazy.
that
It's
out of my cipher. Get that out of my energy zone. Like, go, you know what I'm saying?
the level of humbleness that Preem has. He stops. He takes pictures. He talks to people. And if he ninth wonder, I see Mad Lib. What do you think
Yeah,
about Mad Lib and Knots?
Madlib and Knots would be pretty fucking epic. That would be very. I want to see Madlib Alchemist. Alchemist publicly went on Twitter saying he can't hang with Madlib, but I disagree. But I think it's also cool sometimes to have people with two different styles because then it gives it more interesting for the viewer. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, you know, if you try and do Knots' style, he's gonna beat you. So you're better off being kind of completely like in your own lane, with something different. Like Ninth Wonder Knots will be cool, but Alchemist Madlib would be crazy. Madlib Knots would be crazy. Um, you got to throw Jake One's name in the mix. I would like to see him go up against
For
somebody.
sure. Shout out to Jake One. I see Large Pro. I see Just Blaze. I see
Just Blaze.
Wilder. Buck
Yeah, these are
Wild.
all. Yeah, man, but these are all legends you're naming right now. So I
Absolutely.
mean, yeah, dude. There's a lot of interesting possibilities. Yeah, and I definitely got to keep my eyes peeled and try and tune into the next one. They were crazy. The other ones. Which ones did you see?
I saw them all. They were dope. Different types of shit. They had like a songwriter one with Neo and Jonte Austin. Like I said, they just recently did Lil Jon and T Pain was ill. They did Boy Wonder and
And
Hit
Hit Boy, I
Boy.
saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah, Boy
that
Wonder.
was
Shouts to Boy Wonder. He's Canadian, so I would have been riding with him in that battle. How did it work out?
You know, I think in the beginning, Boy Wonder had it, but Hit Boy kind of sneakily stuck around, and then like in the end of that fourth quarter, he started really going crazy. But shout out to both of them. I got a chance to work with both of them. They both super dope dudes. So yeah,
Nice.
the music is crazy. Speaking of working with people, Marco, before I let you go, who is on your wish list of MCs that you would like to collaborate with in your career?
Um, Man, there's still a ton of people I would like to work with. Uh, Nas. I would love to work with Nas. Jay, obviously, these are like dumb things to say because you obviously want to work with them. But more in the in reachable levels, I still haven't done a joint with Conway. I would love to do a joint with Conway, Benny. Um, I want to do more work with Elzai. Um, Obviously, Kendrick would be dope. Ghostface. Those are a few right there.
I mean, all of those sound very, very possible, and it sounds like those would be really, really dope records.
Yeah, dude. I have to. It's like it's really on me in these days and times because everyone, producers out there, like no one's gonna come to you. You got to make shit happen. And like I fell back from really shopping beats and pursuing major labels, just because I was just going through shit where I wasn't feeling the energy of that. I like working with people in the studio, but there is a part of me that wants to get back on my hustle in that world. And yeah, maybe this is the year. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, I remember when you kind of stopped shopping beats and just started fucking with the people that you wanted to fuck with, and you made some really, really dope projects. From
Thanks,
you
man.
and Rusty to our project, of course. You did a lot of dope shit. Rest in peace to PH. Orange Moon over Brooklyn still super, super dope. Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of ill collaborations.
Yo, what up, Lou? I see you, bro. Redman, that's another name I would like to work with. Absolutely. Yeah, man. You know what? Going back to that subject, it's just like for creatives too. It's like you have to make decisions in this music game. It is a full-time job, and there's a lot of things that drain your energy, and like ultimately that'll affect your music. And for me to work with people like Ace and yourself that I can work with in the lab, it brings me a greater joy and maybe, you know, these decisions will hold me back from, you know, getting a mansion, but like I'm happy with my life, man. Like I travel the world, I work with great artists, and I'm constantly touring, and that shit's kind of priceless to me. So, and you
That's
know,
true.
and you have to give up some things. Like you're good at doing, you're good at the industry
I'm
stuff, bro.
not.
Like
I'm not.
I'm not.
People think that and people say that. I'm so antisocial. I hate leaving the house. People think I'm always everywhere. I really am not.
Yeah,
But
but you know what I'm talking about, man. I feel you. I feel you. I know what you're saying, but you still good out there and, you know, kiss babies and shake hands. I'm like, get all that away. Especially now, I'm not shaking the hand ever again. And you know what I'm saying?
no, I
But
like to
yeah,
get out there and shake hands and kiss babies.
right.
No
So
doubt. Marco, thank you for your time. Oh, I can't forget Hannibal Stacks. Great album.
H
You and
stacks, and you guys
H
have the
Stacks
same
did.
birthday every year. You have the same birthday. It never changes.
Yeah, that's probably gonna just continue on. Probably until the end of time. You know what I mean? But shout out to H Stack. Marco, shout out to you. Once the inspiration strikes and you do have some beats that you could put in my email, I think the world is ready. So let's finish what we started, bro.
Yes, man. Damn, you're kicking me off. I'm just getting warmed up,
Oh, you
bro. I
want to
see
keep going?
everything.
Marco, you told me. I'm gonna tell the world what
No,
you
no,
said.
no. All I said is, how long do you need me for? And you answered 10 minutes. So I
Yeah,
didn't say
because
yay or
when
nay.
someone asks you how long you need me, then you
No, let's hang out.
assume
Let's
that
hang
they
out.
don't want to be on for mad long.
This is the most I've been social in like 17 weeks. Let's do it, bro. Let's just keep.
Marco,
I'll.
what's your favorite place that you toured?
It's an impossible question to answer. I have standout places. For me, obviously, if you know me, Italy's always my heart because that's my blood, my roots, and it's the food is ridiculous. I really love Australia and New Zealand. I want to go back there so bad.
It's a hell
Um,
of a flight.
it's a hell of a flight. I've done it. I've been blessed to do it twice, thanks to Ace. Um, Colombia is definitely another place I like going to. Performed there multiple times.
How many times have you had unprotected relations in these places?
This is an inappropriate question for the internet.
This is why
Okay,
I asked.
it's a great place. I suggest everyone go there. Good records for you producers too in Colombia. Very good.
For sure. How has your production style changed, if any? You know, we always see pictures of your legendary MP. I know that's your weapon of choice. But just talk to me about, I guess, from where you started, when you first started making beats, and shout out to Shiloh, to where you are now. How many things have changed? How much more software do you use as opposed to hardware, or do you still stick to the script?
Okay, so the heart and soul of my beats is the same machine, the MPC 2000 XL. So the classic one that's like white with the double barrel sticker, that's my original one. I still have it. I actually just got it like fixed up. The sticker's still
Wait,
on
is it
it.
still alive, Marco?
It's still alive. Yeah, if I had noticed, I would have brought it out and yeah, it looks dope. But I kept the sticker and the tire mark, but I got all the buttons working. So that's just like kind of in a grail in the closet, safe and clean. And that's the original one. Then I got the blue joint that I use now. So that's the heart and soul. Everything is made in there, but I definitely incorporate a lot of virtual instruments because I get bored of sampling sometimes, and I want to test my chops. I want to make music myself and have you not even know that, you know, sound like some shit I sampled. And I do that all the time. It makes me crazy because sometimes I make fire and other times I make terrible. Like it's a process. You know what I'm saying? It's like a vibe. Shouts to musicians. That's one thing. Um, but I like the challenge, man. And as a producer, I get creatively bored and I like to give myself new challenges. Lately, I've been doing some shit where I go on Spotify and I just sample like 47 different songs and I try and like piece them together like a puzzle and just make different keys and tuning. And, you know, I do wild shit. And sometimes it's a giant waste of time and other times I make some dumb shit. So I just, you know, constantly pushing myself to try new things. I'm a psycho, bro.
No, I know. I've been blessed to kind of see your process a little bit. Obviously, we've toured together, we've bumped together, we've made records together. I love being there. You know, I've sat there while you put together a beat while I was writing and shit. So just see your process is amazing, and I know how particular you are about the sound. And Marco will play a beat, and I think the beat is fire, and then I just hear the trash can sound in the background, and he would have dumped it. So he's very, very critical of his shit. How do you stay inspired, man? Like, what are some
Ugh,
of the things
I'm
that keep
trying
you
to.
inspired
I'm
daily?
trying.
want to do crazy shit like go on Spotify and sample 80 records?
Because I get bored, man. Like, you know what it is? Is like, I'll speak for myself, but being in this for a minute now, you get up every day, it's the same routine. It's like, and especially with hip hop, which is basically taking something that's been done and finding a new way to do it again. It's like some days I'm like, how can this break be flipped again? Like, do I want to hear impeach the president drums again ever? I think it should be retired, like, but there's young kids that'll come and be like, those drums are fire, let me make a beat with it. You know what I'm saying? So how do I how do
Some of
I
my favorite drums in the world, by the way.
I have never made a beat with impeach the president. Never in my life. And I refuse. I will never touch those drums. I will
It's
just
been
admire
done.
them.
It's been done to death. But there is a certain level of finesse to doing it and pulling it off. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that.
Well, but that's also the dopeness in hip hop is taking some shit like that and doing it in a new way. And so you have that familiarity. Yeah, there's the word I'm looking for. So, but I'm not touching impeach the president ever. After fucking Primo with Unbelievable, I'm not touching that.
Yo, the fucking swing on those drums is unbelievable.
No pun intended.
Right. Oh yeah,
No.
no pun intended. Oh, you turned into an MC on me.
No,
Marco, what is? I know
if I was
that
an MC, I'd say double entendre.
you told me I could not say that on our album.
Torae can never say double entendre in a rhyme again ever in the history of life.
Well, I'm sorry that I have tons and tons of double and triple entendres, and I have to point it out because you fucking simpletons, it might go
Yo,
over your head.
yo, people want to hear beats. Let me just play some of this double barrel shit, yo. Let me play some snippets.
Okay.